What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So I'm fresh off a live. If y'all did not see the live that I did earlier, it's up on my channel. But anyway, this is How to Get Away with Murder, baby. We are finally back after it's been so long. Okay, it's been so long. Girl, I ain't even go back and rewatch the episodes, but baby, we gonna pick up exactly where I left off last year. Okay, well that's what it felt like, bitch. Wasn't it last year? Damn, I think it was. Okay, anyway. So how to get away with murder. This is season 6, episode 10. Um, we're not getting away with this. Okay? We're not getting away with it. We see Annalise. Okay? Now it was a mad fuck that happened to some of y'all at the end of the last episode that we saw before this, where it was a dream sequence. Okay, it was a dream sequence. I believe that it was a dream sequence of what they thought, happened to Annalise. Annalise was in a casket, and you have all the people that's around her, that loved her, whatever was there. We saw a flashback of West. West, that damn show was a dream sequence. So y'all can get your panties out the bunch. Oh my God, West. No, okay. I like to deal in realistics, okay. But we see Annalise is in some little fucked up bathroom or whatever, just dirty, whatever. Next thing you know, she's looking in the mirror. She's taking off her wig. She's taking off her lashes. She's taking off her makeup. She took off her the head net. Okay, she took off her little skull cap. And I said, baby, where we going? She going all natural. She said, listen, I'm not Annalise Keaton no longer here. I forgot what her name was supposed to be that was on that phone, but that's who she turned into. Okay, she walked out. She changed her clothes. She ain't got on her little business attire, whatever. She got on casual wear. She blended in. Looked like she was up in Mexico or something because they were speaking Spanish. Now I know it's many countries that speak Spanish, but for that small plane that she was in, it looked like they was up in Mexico. Okay. Meanwhile, Asher is dead. Okay, Michaela and Connor is getting arrested for it. They trying to figure out what the hell happened. Okay, why am I getting arrested? We didn't do anything. Then they getting their mug shots. You got Oliver up in the police station going off talking about some, because at one point Connor told them, listen, we got cameras all over our house, and you can just look at the cameras and you can show the footage saying that we was there this whole time. We did not do anything to Connor or Asher or whatever that you accusing us of. Connor said this. And then we see Oliver talking to the policeman that's at the tape at the station, at the front desk, trying to say, please release my husband. We did not do this. Let me tell you something. We have footage. And the footage just got deleted. It had to be the Castillos, okay, because they do this telecom company or whatever. And as you can see, the footage was deleted. My husband did not do this. That's my husband, and he's innocent or whatever. Just let him out. Just let him out. Next thing you know, Connor's mama show up. She trying to figure out what's going on. Oliver had to tell her what was going on. She going off in the police station. Then here comes Oliver calling Bonnie, trying to see where Annalise at. Now Bonnie and Frank over there at Annalise's place trying to figure out, I think they at Annalise's place, they trying to figure out where the hell Annalise at. She didn't go to Memphis like she was supposed to, because she said that she was going down there to visit her mama. She didn't go there. She's not answering her phone. She's not answering any text messages. Where the hell is she? Did she get taken, or did she just up and leave? Okay, all this stuff coming out about her being a conspiracy to a murder or whatever, so it's just convenient that she all of a sudden is just gone, and so Oliver was on the phone with her, trying to figure out what's going on. He was like, you don't know? Asher's dead. Michaela and Connor are suspects. They are arrested. And of course they didn't do it, and maybe it's Tegan or whatever. He was like, how do you know about Tegan? Maybe Annalise disappeared. That's what it was. She was like, maybe Annalise got disappeared or by Tegan, since she helped Laurel. Oliver was like, wait a minute, how the fuck you know about that? Because they go back to when Asher came over there to Bonnie's place, and then we found out that Bonnie found out about it from Asher because Asher told. Mind you, this whole time Asher was recording still. You got blood on your shirt. You didn't just got outed to your friends about you being a fucking rat, and you still recording and doing your job, okay? And it was just irritating me. But see, Bonnie wasn't no fool. Bonnie wasn't no fool. You know, he going all hype and thinking that it's Tegan and trying to throw Tegan under the bus and trying to say that Laura had to be the one that ratted to the FBI. I said, but look at what you doing. All right. So Bonnie get on the phone to Frank and was like, I think Ashley is the one that flipped. Okay, I really do. You know. So now we got so many suspects at this point. Then it gets back into the future where Tegan comes through and they're back at the law office and Bonnie is got to tell her because Tegan is trying to work on, you know, Annalise and getting her out of trouble, and she don't know that Annalise is gone. She don't know all the shit that's going on with Connor and Michaela, and so she got to tell her that, and she looking real confused as shit. Next thing you know, we go back to the police station, and you know, Frank is there. Frank there with Oliver and trying to tell him, listen, you need to calm down, okay? Just calm down. We gonna go. We gonna be okay. It's gonna figure this stuff out. Bitch, this motherfucker gonna holler out, oh my God, oh my God, I'm the one that did it. I'm guilty. I said, boy, if you don't sit your ass down, okay? He got to get on the phone and tell goddamn Bonnie, this bitch didn't confess, okay? This motherfucker just broke down under pressure and confessed to killing Asher. I said, Oliver, you're not making the situation any better, okay? Granted, you did strike him in the head with the poker, okay? The poker that just so happened to have Michaela's fingerprint. Now, at this point, we can tell that the kids are being set up. They went and talked to Gabriel, okay? He said he didn't do anything. They was like, you know, you come to us asking us about the fact that, you know, did Annalise have anything to do with your father's death? And then a person that's one of her students or whatever that on her team, that's your roommate, that's one of your housemates or whatever next door to you, all of a sudden he's dead. So you mean tell me you ain't had nothing to do with it? He was like, listen, bitch, I ain't had shit to do with it. I said it's so many people that could have did it at this point. Oh, we don't know who did it. So you got Tegan going up in there to try to see what's going on with Michaela, trying to get her to sign to go ahead and let her represent her. And she was like, listen, girl, I'm going to get you out of this. This is the, you know, she told her where Asher's body was on the landing at the apartment building. She was like, listen, the poker was there. She was like, that my fingerprints was on it because it's a setup. And it was like, yes, I know. It was Xavier and his crew, the Castillos, okay? They the one that did this. They coming for us, all right? You know, mind you, after Connor had his little panic attack, he was up there trying to convince them to take him to the hospital because he said, listen, bitch, this ain't gonna happen no more, okay? I'm sick, okay? He was like, they said, no, sir, you're gonna sit your ass down right there and you're gonna deal with this, okay? Mind you, while Tegan up in there talking to Michaela, you got Connor going back and forth with himself, talking about, you know, trying to reassure himself, okay, so I'm gonna get out of this because all they gotta do is look at the video camera, the footage that's at home. It got all our where we were. We was there. We was not there when Asher got hurt or whatever. So no, it's not gonna do anything to us. Okay, I said Connor, the Castillos, they didn't got y'all, okay? They didn't delete it. They said control alt delete, bitch. All right, it ain't finna happen. They are framing y'all, okay? Meanwhile, back at the police station too, outside waiting, we got you know, Frank, he's sitting down there with Connor mama, okay, gonna give her some coffee and introduce himself. Say, listen, you remember me, you saw me last winter when I was with the kids or whatever. And she was like, you know what, we gonna get up out of this and everything's gonna be okay. It was like, hey, you know, we gonna buy a lawyer. We gonna get this lawyer from Kaplan and Gold or whatever. And she said, no. Connor Daddy already got him lawyers. So what you talking about? He was like, wait a minute, what you talking about? We need somebody that's from Philly, okay, that know how to work up in Philly. He was like, no, we ain't getting nobody that got any association with Annalise, okay? She the reason why we up in this shit. That bitch. I said, hold up, Miss Lady, come back. Me and Frank said, wait a minute, explain yourself. She said, listen, Connor told me about how everybody been coming at her and coming at them because of Annalise and the governor having a little beef because Annalise won that little Supreme Court case against the governor and all that shit. We got to get as far away from her as possible, okay? You know, Frank trying to convince and everything, you know, and at this point, Miss Pam, she was not having it, okay? She told Frank, bitch, you better get the fuck away from me before I scream in this whole police station and get your ass fucking arrested. I said, Frank, walk away. You trying to help the bitch, walk away. But let me tell you something. Miss Pam set that coffee down and she said, you will not be getting me because I don't know what's up in that coffee, okay? I said, I know that's right. like, baby. But at this point, so we go back to Oliver. All right. Oliver is in the interrogation room. Bonnie coming there, and she trying to say, listen, I need you to sign this paper saying that I'm going to be your lawyer, and so we can go to your hearing, and your bond hearing in the next 2 hours. It was like, wait a minute, what's going on? You need to check on what's happening with Connor. It was like, don't even worry about Connor. Connor got his own representation. It's going on. We're not dealing with him right now. We're dealing with you, okay? And it was like, listen, I'm the one that did it, okay? My fingerprints, the only reason why my fingerprints was not on that poker is because I was wearing Laurel's glove. It didn't know. He said I was wearing Michaela's gloves. Okay, that's the only reason why. But I hit him in the head earlier, and it could have been a slow bleed or whatever. That's what could have happened to him. Okay. Bonnie said, no, sir. That's not what happened. Okay, because he came over to my house after that. Wait a minute. What? He came over to your house? Yeah, he came over to my house, trying to get some more incriminated evidence against me, trying to say that he told y'all that he was the mole, and y'all was accusing him that he was in mole, even though he admitted to me that he was the mole and all that stuff. And he was only over there trying to get some incriminating evidence on me, trying to say, make sure I trip up and say some stuff, because he was recording all that stuff. He really thought I was stupid, but, it is what it is. I'm smarter than y'all, so, can't put one over me, at this point, Oliver looking at him like, so did you do it? Because we did see the little flashback continuing when Asher was there and Frank came over. She told him, Frank gonna come over. He gonna take you back home. You gotta go to the graduation because you don't want to look suspicious, okay? That's what you don't do. Now see, at that moment in time, if I was Asher, I would have said hell the fuck no, okay? Because at this point, knowing that what I know, and I'm pretty sure that everybody know now, listen, you the informant, you the rat or whatever, bitch, I don't want to be by you. Frank is a killer. I don't know, okay? Listen, I wouldn't trust being around killers, okay? Not in this time. And damn sure not fucking Frank, And so at this point, Bonnie was looking like, Oliver looking like, listen, you did this shit? Bonnie said, come on now. I gotta be smarter than that, and you gotta be smarter than that too, okay? What the fuck I look like killing an FBI informant, alright? No. No matter how mad I am, I ain't gonna do no shit like that. But you gotta sign this shit. So eventually, he did sign, okay? Bonnie and Tia, my boo, they walked outside, and, she had to explain to Michaela the reason why she did what she did with Laurel, because the Castillos were coming after them, and she had to hide the bitch, okay? She had to hide the bitch, and this is the reason why, okay? Trying to plead her case and to convince Michaela, but she didn't do it. Come to find out, Michaela didn't do it because why? Michaela got her own lawyer. Who her lawyer? Her goddamn daddy. I said, oh, we ain't want nothing to do with daddy, but all of a sudden when we get in trouble and get charged with motherfucking murder, we get daddy to come up here. He daddy now, right? I said, we gonna see about this. Daddy got this new this lady or whatever. What's her name? Anna Marie. Girl, y'all know who she is. Y'all know who she is. She up there, William's girlfriend off of Girlfriends, okay? The boss or whatever, the one that got Maxine fired from her job or put on suspension on Living Single. The one who played old boy's mama in Cherish the Day, if you watch that come on. But baby, she was there. I said, okay, mama, you popping up in these shows again. I like to see it, okay? And she was like, we're gonna get you off. And she was like, Daddy, I'm sorry, well, I did not do anything, and I did not say anything, and I did not do. She was like, I know. And I told you that she was smart. She wouldn't incriminate herself. I was like, okay, we're going to see how you get up out of this one, because they are fucking shit up. So then we see that we go flashback to Asher being in the car with Frank, okay? Now notice that Frank keeps on mentioning the shrooms and stuff. The shrooms, you can't do this by yourself, because what's his name? Asher was like, I'm gonna go upstairs, go to sleep or whatever. And he was like, I can do it by myself because Frank kept on insisting I'll go with you. Now, girl, I would have got scared right then and there. And I'm pretty sure Asher was shitting bricks up in that goddamn car. Because now we know Frank went up in the house and, Frank is going off thinking that he on shrooms or whatever. And I don't know if Frank really thought that he was on shrooms, but we know for sure that Asher did not take any drugs. He was the only one who lied about taking the drugs. Okay, that's that, and they up in there having a little conversation about shit that's going on, and everything that's happening, and how, asking did he talk to the kids yet, and he was like, why should I, do I need to, and all this stuff. I said, Asher, you making yourself look guilty. If you don't want to make yourself look guilty, you making yourself look guilty. Okay, listen, see, this is why I can't rat on people that I'm close to, especially when we all been into shit together. Nah, because that'll make me feel so bad. That'll make me feel so bad, and my nerves would just be all over the fucking place, and I wouldn't be able to pull it off. I wouldn't be able to pull it off. Okay, then we get back to the future, to the present, and we see Frank goes over there to, what's his name? Nate's house, okay? Nate come to the door like, the fuck? And it was like, so you ain't heard? It was like, what you talking about? You ain't heard about Asher? He dead, okay? Asher dead, and then Oliver, goddamn Michaela, and goddamn Connor in jail for his murder. I was like, okay, and so what they got to do with me? I bet you, you and Annalise had something to do with it. He was like, no, I ain't had nothing to do with it. And second of all, we don't even know where Annalise at. Okay, Annalise been gone for a minute, and we don't know where that bitch at. It was like, and at the end of the day, you need to be concerned because this got the Castillos all over it. Okay, this got the Castillos written all over it, and they can come after your ass, and you into it too. And shit, bitch, okay, that can bring up the whole thing about Miller and everything, so for Nate, like, get the fuck away from me. Nate be just trying to chill, and he just get pulled into a lot of shit because you should have just shut your ass down at one point, because Nate was getting on our nerves at the beginning of this season. Okay, he really was. At the first half of this season, he was doing a fucking lot, chocolatey. But anyway, back at the courthouse, okay, it's the bond hearing. We got Oliver, Connor, and Michaela. The lawyer's sitting next to him. They trying to get them out and saying, oh, you don't have enough evidence. The only thing that you got against Michaela is that her her fingerprints was on this poker that she used every day in her house or whatever. I see it since when. Okay, cool. Then with Connor, there was the lawyer was putting up there talking about something, I need him removed or whatever because he was denied medical attention when he had a panic attack and something else could have been wrong and they denied him service or whatever. And then with Oliver, it was like Oliver said this shit under the hallucinogen of drugs. Okay, that's what he was. He was under the influence of drugs, and so he blurted out a fucking confession that should not even be admitted. And so at this point, we see everybody in the back. We got Gabe in the courtroom. We got Michaela daddy, the mamas and daddies, Connor's mama and daddy there. Everybody there taking pictures. And you saw that man, you saw that old man with that tablet up there like this. I said, you recording, sir? Sir, you recording? He said, I ain't trying to miss this. But, the prosecutor said, listen, we got cell tower pinging, saying that Asher was at the house when around the time that this thing happened or whatever. We got his own, voicemail message that he sent to the FBI agent, saying that, the kids found out about him being an informant and he got to get the fuck up out of there. They played that, so that played against them. And he was basically saying that everybody got a motive, okay? Everybody got a motive to kill Asher. And at this point, the judge was like, okay, you can sit down. You presented your evidence or whatever. Y'all going back and forth. Can I speak? Can I speak? Okay, I can speak. Well, my judgment is we're going to hold Connor and Michaela because they got evidence against them. And you are right. There's really not that much evidence that we can hold Oliver on. So we're going to let him go for the moment. And we're going to dismiss all the charges. I said, oh, shit, bitch. Shit's getting real. Michaela turned around like, and I said, girl, what you thought? What you thought? And to top that off, here come Asher's sister. They're all guilty. They're all murderers. Send their ass to jail. They killed my brother. He was only trying to do good. I said, get her ass out of here. Get her ass out of here, okay? Stop it. Stop it. Your brother was no saint, okay? Your brother got a murder on him too. He do, okay? Did we not forget Sinclair? Oh, you don't know about her. But wait till you find out, sis. So Asher goes upstairs with Frank, and he was like, okay, I'm in the house. Frank was like, you might have a concussion. Don't go to sleep and stuff like that. Trying to make sure you're good because you had them shrooms in you, right? And so at this point, they in the door and he was like, I'm here. And Frank was like, so I got to go to the bathroom. So I'll be back, And Asher was like, okay, cool. When Frank goes into the bathroom, he goes underneath his sink and he opens up the floorboard in the sink And it's like, I don't know if there was bullets or something underneath there, but he saw something. It was something there. Okay. And Asher was feeling or looking at his phone or whatever. And Frank called him and was like, you expecting a call or something? And he was like, no, I'm just trying to see if we get some news or whatever. And Asher goes into this whole tirade about, we're never going to get away with it, are we? We're never going to get away with it. Okay. That's the name of the episode. All this stuff that happened, it's just about to come down on us. We're not gonna get away with it. And Frank trying to reassure him, you need to talk. You're talking out your ass. I don't know what you're talking about. So what exactly are you trying to say? And then Asher was like, maybe I'm just trying to say I just need a hug. And Frank was like, okay, cool. So at this point, they hugging. And did you see? I don't know. Was it Frank that rubbed his hand down Asher back, or was it Asher that rubbed his hand down Frank's back? And I think they were trying to see if somebody had a recording device. So I'm gonna assume that it was Frank. But other than that, Asher, he's so obvious with the fact that he's an informant now, okay? At this point, he's getting real sloppy, so he had to fucking go, okay? Asher had to go. He became sloppy as hell. You kept up the appearance and the charades that you were not the informant for this long, only for you to get to the end and to get so fucking sloppy with it. Bonnie peeped the whole thing when you first got there. You asking Frank for a hug, and you trying to get him to incriminate himself by saying, okay, I never thought that you was a bad guy. You did all that you could to protect us. Everything that you did to protect us. And Frank was like, what you talking about? The only thing that I did was be a good friend. He is not like, come on. Bonnie and Frank have been in this game and in this business for a long time. They done got bodies on them, okay? And they have not got caught yet. They're not the ones that's about to be on trial. At this point in time, they're not the one being arrested. They the one trying to get these kids' asses out of the bullshit, okay? And you are trying to make sure that they try to incriminate themselves? Come on, Asher. You deserve to go just for being that stupid, okay? And then when Frank leaves, he pulls out his phone. And he was like, damn, he stops the recording. I said, so obvious, okay? And at this point, he calling, trying to see if the FBI agent is there. He keep on getting sent straight to voicemail, you know. Meanwhile, back at the president, we see Frank coming over there to the courthouse to see Bonnie and to tell her what happened between him and Nate, and how Nate didn't know nothing about Annalise being gone and none of the kids and all that stuff. And, Frank said something about thinking that maybe Nate is the one that helped, Laurel disappear or did something. He was like, no, he didn't do it. And so now Bonnie had to tell him that it was, Tegan that helped her disappear. And of course, he goes down there trying to talk to Tegan and intimidate her and trying to get some information out of her about where Laurel's at. She was like, listen, I just knew a guy up in Mexico, okay? That's what I knew. I got her in contact with my guy, and wherever they sent her is wherever they sent her. I don't know, and the whole reason for us not knowing is so that they can be protected. So everything that's going on right now to Michaela and Connor will not be going on with Laurel, okay? So either you gonna move the fuck away from my car, or I'm gonna have to mace your ass. And at the end of the day, fuck Annalise, because Annalise left us, okay? Annalise left me. I said, oh, you feeling some type of way, huh? Because Annalise didn't give you the cakes, okay? And that's what it is. You didn't let Annalise smash your cakes, and you're upset about it. I understand, girl. I get it. It is what it is. You look scorned. But, so they leave. Then we get to this scene. Baby, this scene took me out, okay? You got two separate scenes, okay? You got Michaela and her lawyer and her daddy with the DA, okay? The dude from the FBI. Then you got Connor, his mama, his lawyer, his daddy, with the same people from the FBI, okay? Two separate settings, same scenario going on. Basically trying to say, listen, we got y'all asses, okay? And not only do we got y'all on the murder of fucking Asher, we got y'all on every damn thing that y'all done did, okay? All the way down from, bitch, I forgot all about Rebecca. They pulled up Rebecca. They pulled up the little twins murder and stuff like that. The black one and the Asian one. And Sinclair. I said, Asher did that shit. They was like evidence tampering, conspiracy and all this stuff, because they did cover up the DA Miller's death, and what was the other DA name? I forgot about him, George or whoever his name was, Jorge. They covered up that and all of this shit, bitch. put down everybody that damn near was their victims. I said, ain't this about a bitch? Everything coming back to bite y'all in the goddamn ass. Okay? And they said, we'll give you immunity if you testify against Annalise and say that she the one that put you up to it. We'll give you immunity if you say that she the one that told you to kill Sam. I said, wait a minute. She didn't tell y'all to kill Sam. But she kind of did set it up enough for them to do so. But she didn't tell y'all to kill that man. Or did she really set it up for them to do so? Something else popped off that they had no choice but to kill that man. Okay? He just so happened to get killed. But they did hide it. I said, Annalise ain't do none of this shit. What y'all talking about? God damn. Trying to bring this black woman down. Ain't this about a bitch? You know, it was like, listen, we'll give you immunity on all this shit. On the killing of Asher and all this other stuff. You testify against Annalise and you'll get 5 years. And I don't know if it's 5 years in jail or 5 years in probation or whatever. But either way, it's less than what they would have got. And it was like, you got till 5 o'clock to say yes or no. Because if you say no, the AUSA gonna come up in here and they gonna go for basically life in jail, okay, and probably the goddamn death penalty. I said, way to get him an option, bitch. If it was me and I know that Annalise is gone, and given how I've been acting towards Annalise and I was one of them, bitch, let me tell you something. So at the end of the day, I mean, Annalise told us to do this. Annalise told us to do that. Fuck that bitch. I don't got no loyalty to her because that bitch fucking left us in this lurch, okay? We don't know where the fuck that bitch at. That would have been me if I was one of them kids. If I was acting like those kids, okay? But if it was girl, a mess. So Asher has a little breakdown. You know, he replaying all the messages and all the stuff, the lack of evidence that he got. And, you know, he winds up throwing and fucking up the phone. I said, oh, really smart, Asher. I said, you dumb. You just dumb. Like, sir, you deserved everything that happened to you. Moving on from that, back in the future, or I should say the present. I don't know why I want to keep on saying the future. Back in the present, Nate comes over there to Bonnie's place and was like, no hello, bitch. How you doing? How's your day going? I heard about all this stuff. Did Nate Frank have anything to do with it? Are you sure? No, it's knock knock knock. Hey Nate, did Frank do it? Tell me, did he do it? I said, wait a minute, sir. You just like, it amazes me how so unlikable Nate has become. Okay, we was all here for Annalise and Nate together and doing all the nasty and stuff or whatever, and we was like, damn, Annalise was fucked up for you know, framing him and all that stuff, and I get that, but now I get being hurt over that, but now he just so unlikable, and I'm like, when did this happen? Sir, calm your puss down, okay? Because at this point, he accusing everybody of stuff, talking about something, he the good guy. And Bonnie had to say, listen, you got your nerve trying to say that you a good guy. Bitch, you ain't no better than us, okay? Because you killed an innocent man. Oh, he's a coward. He could have said something. He could have went to the FBI about Xavier and all that stuff, and he still would have got killed at the end of the day. You see what's going on, okay? You see the power that these people have, and you really think that just by him going, D.A. Miller going to the FBI and telling them what's going on, that it would have stopped stuff and he would have still been alive? No, okay? Stop it. Bonnie had to put that motherfucker in his place, okay? I said, you know what, Nate, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, okay? Back at the courthouse, you got you got Michaela talking to her dad, basically trying to convince her, because she was like, what should I do? And he was like, I'll take Kendra's advice. Go ahead and, you know, say the bitch guilty. Okay, say that she did all this shit. And that's what Oliver was telling Connor too. Oliver but she didn't tell me to kill him, and it was like, no, but Michaela is the one that pushed him over the banister, and I was like, she so did, okay. And then it was who bashed him in the head? Was it Connor that was the one who bashed him in the head after he did that? Girl, it was a mess. I gotta go back. I'm finna go back and watch this whole series over again, okay? Bitch, I ain't got nothing but time right now. Girl, I said, what the fuck? Basically, you know, you got daddy telling Michaela, listen, you worried about the wrong things at this point. You know, you up here trying to protect Connor, talk about something, even if I take the deal and Connor don't, you know, what happened with that? He said, listen, you worried about a spoiled little white boy. I said, say something. Say something, Mr. Privilege. Okay, look at you. But at the end of the day, daddy said, listen, you need to worry about yourself, get your deal, You can still become a lawyer. I know people on the bar. You can come out to California with me. You can change your last name to Vic or whatever if you want to. It's time for me to be a father. I said, oh, now, huh? He was like, listen, and at least may not have explicitly told you to do this shit, but I know this bitch, okay? I really do. And she be in some shit all the fucking time, okay? And I know how she work. And I said, all right, you know, you got your points. Points was made. And then same thing. Oliver saying the same thing. Like, you need to go ahead and just say that she did it. I mean, you didn't get me wrapped up in this shit. I got myself wrapped up in it. I need a chance for us to be able to have a normal ass boring life, okay? That's what I want. Girl, come the fuck to find out they both fucking signed. And I said, ain't that some shit? Now they trying to get Annalise. Now, see, Annalise was out there in Mexico, okay? Annalise is out there in Mexico. And at this point, she had got a text message telling her to go to this little taqueria, okay? And she sitting down that way. She get another text message, and it was like yellow hat, and the number is unlisted. This lady come over there, and she was like, follow me, Justine. I said, excuse me, who the fuck are you? Where we going? That's what Annalise said, and that's what I said too. She said, listen, that's not the way this shit work, okay? I don't know where we going. You just following me. I said, well, where you know to go if she just following you if you don't know where to go? But see, Annalise got up and she said, bitch, I guess I'm gonna follow your ass. And I said, follow her so we can know where we going. Okay? Since Michaela and Connor took the deal, you got the FBI agent telling Michaela, you're going to be a good lawyer. Watch. She said, don't patronize me. It was like, yeah, I'm for real. Because, you know, don't nobody ever convince us to, you know, change your deal. And she put a stipulation in there basically saying, me and Connor get the same deal. Come to find out, Connor put the same stipulation there too. You know, so everybody's gonna get ready to go. Bonnie and Frank find out that, you know, that the kids is out of jail. So they realized that, yeah, they done took a deal, okay, to turn on Annalise. At this point, Annalise walking down in Mexico with old girl in the hat, okay? And she was like, bitch, where the fuck we going? We've been walking for for damn near an hour or whatever. Over an hour, okay? Where is we going, sis? All right. She on the phone. She was like, girl, I don't know, but we probably close. But we need to hurry up and get there because rumor has it, baby, they might be checking in on your ass, coming to get your ass, okay? This is not how you want to get caught. So they finally see the driver where they supposed to be going, right? And at this point, Annalise is like, she's having second thoughts. And I said, Annalise, get your ass in the car. Okay, get your ass in the car. Get in the car. You done came this far. We don't need to, you know, get caught up in this mess, okay? Annalise and me and Yellow Hat said, get in the car. Get in the car. Annalise said, no, girl. I'm going to turn back around. I'm going to fend for myself. I said, Annalise, what was the point? Annalise, what was the point? Girl, at this point in time, this is when the policia and the federales come over there and they said, bitch, Annalise Keaton, you are under the fucking arrest and you are going to be extradited back to the United States of goddamn America, okay? I said, ain't this about a shit? Ain't this about a bitch? But I said, at least we done went this far and you had to give it up for them fuck ass kids who just turned on your ass. Bitch, you was better off staying in Mexico, okay? That's what you was better off doing. And then might as well, because then Michaela daddy the one that gave her up. This bitch over there smiling when he sees Michaela and Connor together, because he goes over there to the FBI agent and said, have you found Annalise yet? And I said, bitch, ain't this about some shit? Because I'm pretty sure it was his company that helped her get away. I said, this is fucked up. This is fucked up. This is fucked up. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. This was a high episode. I liked it for it to be cut back. You know, hopefully the next 5 episodes will be this high energy. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I will see you guys later. Peace. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Ashley came to Gabriel's door, okay? And Gabriel, he wanted help wherever. You know, mind you, he was listening to the tape of Frank and all that stuff admitting about killing his daddy or, you know, wanting to kill Gabriel and all that stuff, whatever that he had got. But then Ashley had offered him his check for help, okay? And I said, ain't this about a bitch? So Gabriel still got that $64,000 check. I said,